Hello, everyone, and thank you so much for joining us tonight for Heroes of Hyperborea. We are down a couple of players, but we decided we're going to do a one-on-one with my good friend anyway, and then we'll just kind of see how we roll tonight. So we thank you, everybody, for joining us as we get in there, and I will try to not kill our only player, but no promises. And with that, let's go ahead and introduce our player who's actually above me today. We're set up a little differently, so go ahead and introduce yourself.
I'm Danny. I play Brogan, the Paladin of Apollo. He likes chivalry and tripping. So that's his two passions.
I love how your paladin is like a mixture of like Matthew McConaughey as a paladin, right?
He's kind of a hippie paladin.
He's kind of a hippie paladin, right? He's not your everyday paladin. It's different. Brogan. It's not Brogan. It's Brogan. It's funny. All right. So this game is going to pick up 1 month after the events of the island that we saw our friend Dracon perish whenever they were attacked by the legions of the undead. And in the last month, the Androcles and Brogan have been working with the apes of the island to repair the ship that they found and to set sail. The goal was to get the bow out and away from the village, because they felt that they were getting tracked, or the bow was getting tracked, and it was causing these hordes of the undead to hunt them and to retrieve this bow that they found, which they believe it might even be a bow gifted by Apollo. It's this magical bow that seemed only Dracon could use. And now they've left their friend Dracon buried back on the island as Androcles and Brogan set sail. Now, over the last several days, as they've been traveling through Dagon Bay by sail, they have noticed that anytime they get close to a shoreline, they see remnants of these undead following them in the water, following them in the Gulf. So they hatch a plan. And the plan is for them to separate, to see if they are tracking the boat or the bow. And that is where we're going to pick up with the action tonight. So now let's dive in. So in the fog of the wee hours of the morning, Androcles sets sail through the fog, and Brogan gets into a small rowboat, taking the bow ashore to a fishing village that they have heard of, a fishing village known as Ryland. Apparently there's an Eskimo fishing village. So he rows through the night, through the fog, to this bay. And as he gets there, he rows up to the docks, and he gets off of the docks, and you look around and you see all these Eskimos fishing. It's very cold. A winter has set in. We're at the end of this cycle of this year where the winter is coming in. The wolf hide cloaks that you had taken from your Viking oppressors is now coming to good use, as you've got that kind of pulled over yourself. As you look around, you see several Eskimos, and they have nets, and they have giant spears that they're bringing in and just hauling in tons of fish. And they look about, and they kind of see you. And the one thing that you do notice is you see other boats docked up here as well. Some are fishing boats, but one you notice is a Viking longship. And with that, we will begin our night. So, Brogan, you are on the docks in Dagon Bay, and you've just landed here, and you see the docking planks moving up, going into Ryland. You see the village up in the hills. You see the light of the fire cascading off, and you're looking about, and you see several Eskimo fishermen coming, kind of waving and greeting you as you've just come ashore.
I'm going to take a look at the Viking ship and see if there are any signs of... Does it look slavery-ish?
It's hard to tell. It is a Viking longship. You have like a shiver go down your spine just looking at it. But not all Vikings are slavers. Just the ones that you ran into were. But it does cause for concern. You look around, you don't see any Vikings other than just the boat itself.
Okay. So there's Eskimo near me?
Yes.
I'm going to ask the nearest one, Hey there, friend. Is this Viking ship here for what's its cargo?
Oh, he looks up and goes, "Hail, friend. You, you row through the bay by yourself?
Oh, yeah.
Huh. Very good. Oh, that ship belonged to Colborne. He is staying up for the winter."
And you know that
Here.
name. He is the slaver.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he's like the leader, isn't he? So Colbjorn's here in town?
Yes, he and his crew, they stay here for the winter.
Where does he shack up? As you can tell, I got one of his cloaks on. I got separated.
Good. You'll find him in the main hall.
All right, buddy. I appreciate it. Where's the place I can do some trading?
Just outside of town, you'll find Alfar. Alfar's our provisioner. You'll see an older chap, Viking as well.
All right, I appreciate it, bud. What's your name?
Siku.
Seeker. All right. Well, Seeker, thank you for your time. I'm going to, where's BG? He's just kind of poking his head out
BG's
my
in your
backpack.
pack, yeah.
Okay. I'll make my way to the provisioner first. Do I have to make my way through people to get to the provisioner?
So basically what you have to do is you have to kind of walk up this plank. You're going to go up a hill, and then
Okay.
once you go up a hill, there's this large gate that you'll get to. Once you get to the gate, that's what you see from it. You just see like the deck planking kind of loosely built. It's kind of like, part of it's planking, part of it's just rock as you're going up and kind of climbing up this village. It kind of overlooks into the bay itself.
All right. Well, I'll just keep heading that way.
Okay. As you walk up, you do see the village itself. I'll kind of move over to the map. And as you walk up to the village, you see you hear horses neighing, you hear dogs barking. You see several people walking around. You see a couple of sentry towers, and you see a couple of large buildings. Now you see as you're walking up to the gate, you see a building on the outside where people are kind of collecting fish, which will be right here where I'm pinging. That's kind of where they're kind of pulling in things. And then the gates are opened. It is night. But it's early. It's early in the night, so the gates are open. You see some people walking around, wearing different hides, maybe some leather armor, mainly carrying spears is what you see as you're walking into camp. As you walk in, as you get to the gate, you see a second structure behind the structure in front of you. There's a very large tower. Then there seems to be a bridge or like a causeway that goes over to a massive, like almost like a Viking fortress, which is obviously the lodge that they spoke of. And it seems that most of the people are kind of congregating in that direction. It's hard to tell what the population is here, but you do see a good mix of Eskimo and Viking alike. Probably more Eskimo than Viking.
Okay. This building to the left, is this the provisioner?
No. So the provisioner will be over here to the right. This looks to be more like a stable.
Okay. Well, I'll saunter over to the provisioner, see if it's open.
As you're crossing over into the provisioner, you look over and you overhear a couple of people talking. It seems that Siku has followed you up and is made his way. As you kind of break to the right, you see him break off to the left of the bonfire and kind of and meet some of the others. And you hear him immediately start arguing with some of the people there, and they're kind of drinking and carrying on. But you hear Siku goes, no, you're not right at all. That's not how it went down. And he seems to be correcting, and at first it starts off kind of jovial in a way, and then you see him kind of break off, and it becomes more and more. He seems to be more and more agitated with his peers as he's trying to correct the story that's being told around the campfire. You don't think much of it. What does catch your eye as you're kind of walking over to the right, as you look over to your left, and you hear a horse neighing and crying out as it's being beaten by a stable master. He has not really sure what he has. It's some type of like a club with like these tassels off the side of him. He's just beating the side of this horse as the horse is kind of pulling back and neighing. And you can tell that the stable master doesn't really know what's, it just seems very like he doesn't know what he's doing. He has one button to push, and it's to hit. And it's not the horse is upset. But you see that happening, and it's kind of stirs you a bit.
Yeah. Well, I'll halt on my walk and just kind of walk over towards there, and I'm gonna see what Siku is arguing about first. And
You overhear as you're walking over, you overhear Siko. He goes, "No, I'm telling you, he's not like that. I know he's been locked up in that tower for a good month, but he's nothing to fear. He's not as strange as you folk are making out."
I'll file that away as I walk up to the guy flailing the horse.
Okay. You walk up and you see an older gentleman, possibly Viking, not hard to tell. He's just very old with long hair pulled back and everything. And he's got, like I said, he's got like this club with these tassels in the back, and he's just beating the side of this horse. And the horse is just trying to like break free. And you can tell by looking at the horse that the horse is wild, is not tamed. And he's just, this is not the environment it's used to, and it seems to be freaking out with all of the noise and everything that's going on.
Okay, I'm gonna tell him, hey friend, you the stable master?
He hits the horse, and you hear this, and he looks up and goes, "Aye, you looking to buy?"
Maybe. What's up with this one?
Oh, just brought him in. Gotta break him in good.
Let me have a go around at him.
Oh, sure, here.
And he hands you the correctional tool that he hands you, like the club with the tassels hanging off of it.
I'll just kind of stick that in my belt. And all right, where he's been hitting this thing, are there any marks, fresh marks?
There are.
All right, I'm gonna cautiously walk up to it.
Okay.
Hey there.
And with your you have a background with horses and horsemanship, and as you walk up, you immediately just instinctively know how to soften your voice and to soften as you bring your hand up, and the horse looks over at you. The horse has is white and has a long black mane. You can see some cuts and gashes on its neck, and as you get closer to you, it calms as you get closer to it.
I'm gonna just kind of stroke its snout, I guess. I don't know what you call that.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm gonna put my hand on its neck and lay on hands.
Okay. You heal its wounds. The warmth of Apollo leaves you and goes into the horse. The horse kind of immediately calms and kind of like brushes up and like puts its head around you as a way of thanking you. You immediately sense that this is a good horse. It's just not used to being amongst these people.
Yeah. I'm going to look back and be like, hey, how much for this one?
What do you have to trade? He looks over and goes, I like that weapon by your side. Is that for trade?
Which one?
He's looking at your Morning Star.
No, that's not for trade.
Do you have any coin, precious metals?
Coin. I got some bear cloaks. Got
cloaks.
some kind of like the ones I'm wearing.
Looks over and goes,
No, wolf-hide cloaks. I'm sorry, wolves.
you got a wolf hide cloak. I'll do the wolf hide cloak, the extra that you have, and do you have something else? Something more monetary? Do you have any coin, precious metals?
Coin? How much coin would it take?
With the cloak, you have 5 gold pieces. Or do you have something worth that?
Yeah, I'll give him I got 2 spare cloaks.
Okay.
I'll give him that, and does he want the 2 or just 1?
Just the 1.
Okay, I'll give him 1, and then
Bring the mic closer.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'll give him 1 cloak and 5 gold pieces.
All right, so you give him a cloak, you give him the 5 gold pieces, and he goes, "Oh, you can have him. I don't even know. You just take him." And he hands you. It doesn't even have a saddle or anything. It's just a reins. And he looks up and goes, "Now the provision over there may have a saddle if you're interested in that."
Right. I'm gonna tell him since you're the only stables here, I'm gonna leave this horse here. And if you hit it again, I'm gonna flog you with this thing.
And he takes the correctional tool back from you, and he goes, "Understood.
Okay. All right. So, Then I'm gonna walk back over to the Eskimo. And
This is your horse, by the way.
oh, nice. I love it. I have no idea what to call it yet, but I'm sure it'll come to me in a drug-fueled haze.
You have some of that shroom dust left from the apes, so.
All right. I'll walk over to the provisioner then. And,
Okay.
see if he's still out and about. If he still has shop open.
So I have a different image to show of the town.
Cool.
All right, so as you're walking over to the provisioner, you look over and you see another older gentleman, longer hair with his hair kind of pulled back, and I believe I have an image of Alfar. You see Alfar sitting there working. You see a young boy working with him as well, and he looks over and you hear him talking. William, come! And this boy walks over, this blonde-haired kid. And he looks over and you see that he's missing an eye and he has these large gash marks across his face. They're mostly healed, but the wound seems fresh.
So he's got a lot of scarring going.
Yeah, a lot of scarring. He's missing one of his eyes.
Walian. Okay, let me write that down. All right, you must be Alfar.
I am.
I was told I could maybe get a saddle from you over here.
I can get you one. I'll need some time to work on it, but yes, I can put it together for you.
Okay. What's the going rate for saddles around here?
We more trade. Do you have anything to trade?
Got some wolf cloaks.
A wolf cloak. I have plenty of pelts.
How much is I'm gonna pull out a zircon and be like, how much is these worth around here? Do y'all need these?
He goes, actually, I don't, but the priest here trade for these, so do you have a few of these I could trade?
Yeah, I got a couple.
Tell you what, 3 of those, I'll get you a saddle.
Here. All right. Yeah, I'll toss them to him.
Okay. So you give him you give him 3 of the little zircons. They're small gems. You hand him those. He seems happy with that. And he goes, come back in the morning. I'll have your saddle ready. Is there anything else that you would like? And you look about and you see he's got various spears, hide cloak, things of that nature. But one thing he has some pretty long spears.
Okay. You know what? Since I am a horseman and I have training with lances and things, I'm gonna mosey on over to the spears and look at them.
Okay, you look over and he does have something would be a lance. He does have one.
I'm gonna ask him, what is your finest lance?
I only have the one there, but it's good. It's good. It's hard wood.
Oh. All right. I'll tell you what. How about one more of these and I take that off your hands?
Good, but I want that larger one there.
He's looking over your zircons. He takes another zircon. He's taking his pick of the litter for the. So you give him the zircons, and he goes, I'll have it ready for you, nice and sanded down as well. He goes, William.
Tell me about this so-called horse master across the way.
Oh, Halvis. He's a hard man. He doesn't really know animals.
I can tell. It's a good thing he's the horse master around here then, huh?
Well, our previous horse master was killed, so.
Killed?
Yes.
How was he killed?
And Walian, he speaks up. It's the same thing that got me.
What happened to you, boy?
And when he says that, Alpha goes, stand back, boy. You don't know what you're talking about. And the boy kind of cowers back. He goes, we don't know. Something came in the darkness and killed a few of us. And Walian is shaking.
Yeah.
But you can see these big gashing claw marks across his face.
Yeah. I think I gotta wait another day to use.
It's not something to heal. It's scarred at this point.
Okay. I tell you what, let me take your boy over to the stables. Let me show him the horse I got, so he can run the saddle over to it when you're done.
That's a good idea. It's good.
right.
Walian, he goes, and he kind of claps, and Walian walks over and goes, Sure. Show me your mighty stallions. Good night.
All right. As we're walking, I'm like, "Hey, you don't have to be afraid. Tell me what happened with this thing with the claws."
It was the great white beast. It came at us in the night.
In here in town?
It scaled the walls. I was feeding some of the dogs, and the dogs went mad. And I looked up, and this giant beast came, and he clawed me and nearly took off my head.
Lord, boy. How long ago was this?
Looks up. It was 2 nights. 2 nights ago.
And besides you and the old horse master, who else did he attack? Or this thing
I
attack?
believe that was it. It's like he came in to kill that one person and left. I heard some of the other hunters mention they called it a Wendigo.
Wendigo. Have I ever heard of this?
No.
Okay. Wendigo. You ever heard of one of these?
There's legends are true. There's the darkness comes in the night. It's legendary. My mom talked about it before her passing.
And is Alfar your pop?
My grandfather.
Grandfather. Okay. So what are you doing? You gonna take over his business?
I hope. That'd be nice.
All right.
Or maybe I could squire for you.
Maybe, but
He's looking over your armor. He's like, we don't see knights come through here very often.
yeah, I imagine not so. What about slavers?
Slavers. What is that?
You never seen any Vikings come through?
Oh, lots of
Bjorn?
Vikings, yes. I've never heard them called that before. What does that word mean?
Kilbjorn?
Speak up.
Kilborn? He has
Colborn, yes. Yes,
Oh.
Colborn. Yes, here. He's here. He's
never
a
seen him,
good warrior. He goes out hunting.
You never seen him dealing with people? Selling people, trading people?
Oh no. I mean, sometimes he brings different friends along. Like this time he brought that Frida lady. She seems to be really nice.
Frida?
Frida?
Okay. All right, boy. All right, well, I'm going to show him the horse.
Alright, you show him the horse. He goes, oh, that's a mighty horse. He looks up and goes, you want me to trim his hooves down before you? And you look down and you see he's got like the long hair coming off of the hooves, like a Clydesdale, kind of. It's a big horse. He goes, you want me to brush him down for you?
That'll be good. That'll be good. Does he have horseshoes?
No.
All right. Who does the horseshoeing around here, boy?
He goes, that would have been the stable master, but he's dead.
Oh, geez. Yeah, I'm not trusting this guy to do it either. All right.
You can ask around. I don't know.
All right, boy. Well, I'll see what I can do about this Wendigo. Does anybody believe you?
Some of the hunters went out looking for it, but the tracks disappeared in the snow.
Okay. Did those hunters come back?
Yes, they didn't find anything.
Okay. All right. I'll tell you what, if you were to squire for me, who's going to run that business?
I don't know, but we could sell it.
You're a good kid, Wailing. I'll see you later. I'll toss him a gold piece.
Whoa, okay, he goes, oh, thank you so much. And he looks over, he goes, you might want to ask the priest in the town. They might know something about your Wendigo thing.
I will. I appreciate it. I guess the Eskimo are gone by now.
They're still around the fire.
Are they still talking about...
The thing seems to be calmed down a little bit. You notice that there's a lot of people seem to be uneasy talking about... There's something that's making the crowd of their uneasy as they're kind of sharing and talking. And you can kind of see there's like a little bit of gossip going around the fire.
Okay. I'm gonna ask them where the priest is and what god it is.
You're asking the boy?
No, I'll make my way over to the Eskimo.
All right, you look over. The same Eskimo you speak to before is still there, is Siku. He looks over and goes, "Oh, hail, friend. Come, warm yourself by the fire."
Hey, I appreciate it. Sit down. Ask him, Siku,
Yes.
what do you know about this Wendigo thing? I've been hearing rumors.
And when you say that, he goes, he spits on the ground. He goes, "I'm not sure if that's true. There's lots of rumors and folklore and legends going about these places. I've heard everything from Sarnathians to crabmen to even Marzan. You hear all types of things, but Wendigo is an old wives' tale."
Okay. You ever seen anything claw a face like on that boy over there?
Probably wolves. They grow big in these parts.
Okay. What kind of temples you got around here?
Most of the people here, the religious folk, not me, they worship the same god as the crabs, Cthulhu.
Oh, okay.
Are you a worshiper of Cthulhu?
Not generally. Oh.
Well,
might
if
be
you were,
like-
they have an altar to him over there. And you look over, and there's like this stone pillar off to the side. You passed it in the snow, not realizing it, but you look back and you see it now.
Yeah. Okay.
Going back to the map, it's here.
Yeah. Well, that's disturbing, I think. All right. I'm gonna ask him. Where's the temple?
The temple's also in the lodge. The temple is in the underground of the lodge itself. Most people don't go down to the temple itself. They just meet with the priest outside.
What do I gotta do to meet with this priest?
He looks over, he goes, "Well, Tiatu. Tiatu is his name. Priest, also chieftain of the town."
Oh. Okay. All right. Now I take it not just anybody can get into the fortress back there.
No, anyone is welcome into the lodge. It's where all visitors go, and they're welcome to stay.
Okay. What's the tower here?
The tower you're looking at here goes, "Oh, this is the hunting lodge. This is where sentries and we post lookouts." And you look up, and it's a defensible position. And you see that's where all the hunters and where they bring in all of the different furs and things of that nature, and where all the hunters kind of stay and move out.
Okay. I'll start making my way over to the Palisade. I mean, excuse me, buddy. I got some business to attend to. I appreciate the warmth of the fire and the chat.
Sure. And as he leaves, you hear someone smirk. He goes, Maybe that knight will find that sorcerer and kill him." You hear this over your shoulder as you're walking.
You say sorcerer?
And Siku looks over and goes, "Don't mind him, but there's rumors and all things going around, but there's a man staying here. Don't pay him any attention. He's harmless. He just delves in the arcane."
Good arcane, bad arcane, not sure.
"He saved my life. So..."
Sounds like a good man then.
And when you say that, you hear like there's like sneers of other people looking about, and you hear one person look over and goes, "We should throw him in the fire."
Is that what y'all do to arcanes around here? You burn them?
We have in the past, yes.
Where's this arcane man right now?
I don't know. He's been holed up in his tower, in his room. Not a tower, it's his room. At the top. He's been holed up there for weeks.
Okay. All right. Think he might know something about this Wendigo?
Doubtful. I don't think that is actually a thing.
You think he summoned whatever these things are that tore apart the Force
I
Master?
can't imagine that. I believe, I'm telling you. I tracked it. I think it's a wolf. Large wolf.
Ah, all right. Well, I might make my way over there then. He sounds like a interesting fella.
He stops and he goes, now listen, if you're going to be living here or staying here, don't go out chasing every legend folklore you hear of. It's a bunch of nonsense.
Will do. I appreciate it. All right. I head over to the Hunter's Lodge then.
The Hunter's Lodge or the main lodge? The Hunter's... Because
Isn't that where...
this is the main building. This is where everyone is staying.
Is the Sorcerer in the Hunter's or the main one?
The main one.
Oh, I'm going to the main one then.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, so you cross the bridge as you go over. The gates are open. People are moving in. You feel the warmth of fire as you come in, as they have several torches. They have lots of things lit. As you walk in, you see several people walking about, and I do have an interior shot of the lodge itself, just kind of give us an idea of what the inside of this place looks like. So as you're walking in, you look over and you see candles, you see torches lit. There's actually like a large fire pit in the middle of it that they're like slowly cooking fish over, like a rotisserie over the open flames and the coals. And you look about and you see several people walking about, mainly Eskimos, but you see a few Vikings walking about. And you look over and across the room and at the very far end, you see a table sitting up on a ledge. And with the main seat there, you see the unmistakable visage of Colborne. You know him, you've seen him, and you look across and you see him sitting there. And you see a young Viking lass sitting next to him, kind of pouring his wine and kind of leaning onto him. And you see a few other Vikings kind of getting closer to him and bringing him food and things of that nature. But you definitely see that there's a contingent of the slavers are definitely here.
Did Kolbjorn or any of the people around him, would they know who I was?
They were on a different boat. You saw them, but
Okay.
They were not on your boat.
Okay. Okay. Well, I will look around for...
And that's Colborne. He's the head slaver that originally captured you. There were several boats, but he was the head of them.
Okay. Any priests milling about in here?
Yes, you do see a few priests walking about. They're easy to spot. They've got long white robes. It has like black part of their vestments as well, but you spot them pretty easily.
All right, I'm gonna flag one down or
Okay.
walk up to one, whatever he's doing.
Okay. Let me look up to you. Okay. Okay. All right. So you walk up to one, and he's an older individual. As you look up,
Elvis.
Now he says his name is Halvis, but that's the second time you've heard this name. That's the same name as the stable master.
Okay. Is that a popular name around here? I'll ask him that.
And he looks over, and goes. As soon as he looks over, he sees your amulet, the symbol of Apollo, and he just goes, "What are you doing here? You're not welcome."
Not, huh? I heard there's some monster been tearing up little boys' faces around here.
You
Thought I'd come have
are
a
you a
look.
monster hunter by chance?
Maybe.
Well, in that case, you could be useful. What brings you here?
I was looking, I was told to ask you guys about some sort of Wendigo.
You've been gossiping with women again, have you? Ah,
Maybe. I've
If
also
you're-
been told there might be a wolf.
there are many wolves in this area for sure. But if you want to go out and find trouble, I suggest you go to the lake and dig up some of those Sarnathians. Kill all you like. In fact,
I'll give you 3 gold a head.
Have any idea what a Sarnathian is?
No, you don't.
Tell me about these Sarnathians.
Walking fish. I know it sounds absurd, but they're infested that frozen lake, apparently.
Sounds like you've been gossiping with the women.
Fair.
Also, I've also heard rumor of some sort of sorcerer in these parts.
That is true. We are looking into that as well. Would you like to help us with that?
Yeah. What do you know about the sorcerer?
We're gathering information about that now. He hasn't caused any problems, but we're keeping an eye on him. And what is your name, good sir?
My name is Brogan.
Brogan. And what again brings you here?
Just trading. Rode in and gonna trade.
I see. Well,
Don't have much to trade, don't have a big boat, so I figured I'd earn some coin in other ways where I could be useful.
well, tell you what, you go kill some of those Sanathians, and whenever we find out more about this sorcerer friend, I'll come and get you. Maybe you can help us put it into that, whatever that is.
Is he, what's he done?
Well, the rumor is that he summoned some fiend from Underborea, a daemon.
Ooh.
But we don't know if it's true.
I could really help with that.
Well, we'll call on you, Brogan.
All right. I am not the stealthy type. Don't see any stairs going up.
You do, on either end. There's actually
manned?
3 different sets of stairs moving up.
Are they manned?
No. One of them is. There's one that is. There's also a 4th set of stairs that are heading down.
Okay. I'm gonna ask him, is this the place to stay?
Yes, see Altura. He'll help you.
All right. I'll walk over to him.
Okay. You walk over to Altura, Eskimo gentleman, younger, and he's carrying a couple of flagons of mead, and he looks up and goes, would you ale or mead? We just got mead in.
Oh, mead.
Oh, good. I'll bring you some mead. Let me tend to our Viking friends, and I'll come get you. Do you have a table?
I don't.
And he looks over and goes, well, go grab a table, and the doors open up, and you see some of the Eskimos that were at the fire before are coming in as well. You see a few familiar faces go, and he goes, they just got the last up. Go grab a seat. Go grab a seat. I'll get you one meat. And we also have, unfortunately, it's nothing but cod. Is that okay?
Hey, that'll be great.
Good. I'll bring you
Give me
cod.
double portion on the cod.
Double portion of cod and some meat. I'll get it to you. So Altura, he leaves to get you drink and food. And as he leaves, you look over and you see Siku. You see some of the other gossiping Eskimos that you saw outside. Some of the huntsmen gathering next to the fire, putting in their orders with some of the different patrons that are here, and they're sitting at a table as well. As you do that, you look over. You see that the priest that you spoke to, Halvis, has left. You see another individual walk in. As he's moving up the stairs at the far end, you see Halvis look over. He's talking to this other older individual, and he kind of looks over and kind of notions towards you. And the older individual that seems to have more finer vestments looks over and kind of nods. And they are having a conversation, obviously, about you. It's pretty obvious they're talking about you.
Okay. I will get up, and I'm going to walk towards them.
And as you do that, the older individual is looking at you. He kind of silences Halvis, and he reaches over and goes, greetings, Master. Are you a knight, warrior, mercenary? How would you like me to speak to you?
Oh, I'm a dentist.
A dentist? Oh.
And I cut hair.
Oh, well, it's not. You're not wearing the garb or the vestments of a dentist.
Hey, where do you get your teeth and hair done?
We haven't.
Y'all don't have somebody that the temple do that for you?
And you look over and you can see he is in dire need of dental
I'll be
work.
like, obviously not there. If you need some help, I'm more than willing to.
It's an older gentleman. He goes, sure, but my friend Halvis here says that you also may possibly help us with wolf raids or Sanathians, a mercenary, if you will.
Yeah, I do need some coin right now. Definitely.
We've recently heard that some of the Sarnathians, the fishmen, have been outside causing some problems and attacked some of our people here. So, we can give you 3 gold a head.
Yeah, I was told that. So what do you need to know about me? More than that.
Are you not just a simple sellsword?
I could be, but I've been told all this already. What else you need to know?
I guess that's all. He's looking over. He sees your emblem. He goes, you keep that for luck, or you actually follow that god?
Oh, yeah, I dabble. If I was better, they would have made me a priest. You know what I mean? Tiatu. All right.
My name is Tiatu. I am the leader, the chief of this town here.
All right.
Keep yourself safe and protect the rounds around you, of course, but...
All right, just let me know if you need me to extract any information out of that sorcerer.
We are looking into that now, but I will call on you if we decide to take a direct path.
Right. Well, I'll go back then. I'm going to keep my eye on them. Obviously, they're talking about me, so...
Right. So Tiatu looks about, heads back down this flight of stairs. Halvis goes and sits at a desk that's kind of set up right next to the set, and he's kind of looking over. I say a desk; it's a table with some books on it, and he's kind of going through some books and beginning to drink his something else. It looks like maybe he has wine. You look over and goes, "That wasn't on the menu." And as you look at over that, you look over and you see that that Altura has your cod, your double cod, and your food ready. And he looks over and goes, "Oh, Master, Knight." He's looking at your armor. Your armor is making everyone think you're like some type of knight or something. It's kind of gleaming, and he goes, "Master, please, where would you like to sit?"
I'll sit with the Eskimo if they have some.
All right, you look over and you see Siku wave. He goes, oh, come. So you go and you sit with Siku, your fast friend that you've made, and the Eskimos, and you all begin to eat and to drink. And is there anything that you would like to talk about as you're having dinner with the Eskimos?
I'm gonna pull out, or at least feed BG some fish.
All right, so you start feeding BG the fish, and Siku looks over and goes, what is that strange pig that you carry about?
I don't know, found it on the coast. Seems friendly.
Very odd. Some type of...
I agree, friend. I agree. Makes for good company, though. Out on the road.
Does it keep you warm at night? Is that why you... And when he says that, there's a roarous laughter about the table. And
Don't keep me warm like your wife quite did. but
and then there's more laughter at the table as he accepts you into the fold now with the joke.
He's kind of like, I treat him like a dog. He's kind of like a dog.
Oh, I see. Does he warn you of trouble?
Sometimes he gets me into trouble. You know, like a dog.
Okay.
So where in this tower is this sorcerer supposed to be? Is he down or up?
Oh, he's up. But he's no trouble. Like I said, he saved my life against the Sanathians.
All right, I'm gonna point to the priest, the first priest to talk to, and go, that guy's name is Halvis, right?
Yes.
And the new stable master's name is Halvis?
Yes, but they're not related.
Okay. All right, just making sure. It seems a little odd. Is that a household name around here?
It's a common name.
Okay. All right. How many flights of stairs is this guy up? They might want me to go take a look-see at him.
Fifth, no, sixth.
Oh, wow. They got him way up high. Is that the top?
Near the top, yes.
What
That
are they
was
gonna
at his request, I believe. He has a strange bird friend with him.
Did he really summon some demons?
I'm not sure if he actually summoned it. Something showed up and it died. I don't believe so. I don't believe so. That's the part of the story that I think a lot of people are getting hung up on, and I don't believe that is actually what happened. There was a lot of strange things happening there.
How did he save your life?
Well, he had these stones, these strange stones that he could pull fire out of. And I'm not really sure if it's more magic or alchemical in nature, but he was able to pull some type of fire out of these stones.
Pretty neat.
He's also quite good with the blade, a dagger.
Okay. What happened? Were you waylaid by something, or?
Sarnathians, yes.
Ah, they want me to go kill some of these things.
Yeah, there's an open bounty on them all, yes.
Lots of them, huh?
We're not really sure. We did not know they still existed until about a month ago.
Any connections about why they would start milling about now?
I mean, the legends are there used to be a town here named Sarnath, and we call them Sarnathians. I don't even know if that's the actual name.
There hadn't been much activity with them, though, before, huh?
No.
Uh-huh. When did this sorcerer arrive here?
About a month ago. Well, about the same time.
Nobody put that connection together yet?
I believe it's unrelated.
I wonder if that's why they got him up there.
No, he's up there. We found some papers and books and things he's been reading. He's a learned man. He's good-natured.
So they're not holding him here like cats?
No. He's just been up there. Altura brings him food twice a day.
Okay, all right. Where did those stairs go down?
Oh, only the priests go down there. That is where they go and they worship their god. And he looks about. You can tell he's uneasy about that.
What kind of things do they offer up at this altar right outside?
That's not really an altar. That's just I believe that's been here since before the town, but the sorcerer was interested in that as well. He didn't think much of it. But I will tell you, I believe that, and he looks back and he goes, I believe the priests are bargaining with the crab folk.
Crab folk. Is that the Sarnathians?
No, those are the fish folk. We have two different folk here. You have the fish, and then we have the crab. The crabs come from the bay.
Okay. These crab folk, do they attack?
No, they seem to have a truce, or I don't know, they've never seemed to bother us fishing before, but we are strictly prohibited from eating crab.
Man, y'all got a lot of stuff happening here lately. Is this town always this lively?
Just the lay of the land. If you're gonna be here through winter, I thought you should know.
Yeah, seems so, huh? Right. Well, I might go have a talk with this sorcerer, see what he knows about this.
I wouldn't do that if I were you.
Why's that?
He's asked not to be disturbed, and there's been smoke billowing out of his. I think he's working on something.
Smoke billowing, huh? What's he doing over there? All right. Well, I appreciate it. Here, next round's on me, and I'll throw gold.
You throw gold at Altura, and everyone cheers and thanks. He goes, and so he goes, oh, thank you so much. I appreciate that. And with that, it's late in the evening. Altura says that he's got a room for you, right here on the first floor. They've got like a small room ready for you to turn in for the night.
Ask him if he has anything up higher. I like thinner air.
The Vikings have taken many of the rooms. I can get you on the second floor, if that's okay.
All right. That'll work.
Okay, so that's just one flight up. So you go up one flight, It's a smaller room than what you've had before, but you don't need much.
Yeah.
So you go upstairs, you sit down, you take off the armor, and you have BG in your room, and you fed him, and he's there's a candle by the room, and you see him like start getting closer to the candle and actually like putting his head in the fire itself, and kind of like as he's like soaking the flames up to keep him warm. He does not like the cold at all. Like he almost has to be almost like in the fire to stay warm. So he kind of stays next to there's a few candles in there that he stays next to. And you have to kind of keep him warm in the night. Like you notice like he innately like gives off heat, and you have to kind of stay close to him. Like it actually helps you to kind of be closer to him in the night. So you do kind of snuggle up with him a little bit, not in a weird way, but just, this is how you survive. So you're helping each other out. It is in the wee hours of the morning that BG stirs, and his ear kind of flops up at the sound of treading feet outside your door. And you hear feet, as you kind of stir, you hear feet coming closer to the door, and you hear a gentle knock at the door.
I'm going to get my morning star, stand on the side of the door and go, "Who's there?"
Sir, good night. It's me, Walian.
All right, come on in, boy. Just you?
Yes, just me.
All right, come on in.
So you open as the one-eyed child comes into the room, and he looks about, and he sees BG. He goes, "Who's your little friend?"
He's my dog.
It's a strange dog. I've never seen this breed. But I wanted to tell you, do you hear the dogs barking? And in the distance, you do hear dogs barking and howling.
Yeah. Is that what happened before?
Yes, that's why I came to get you. They don't normally stir at night, not for this long, and they're making strange noises. I thought this night might be like the one before, just a few nights ago.
All right, boy. All right. Help me with my armor.
And, oh, yes. And he goes, he's so excited to put the armor on. Like, he doesn't really know what to do, but he's just so excited to help you don the armor. And he puts all the armor on you, and he looks up, he goes, it's a dark night. He looks up, he goes, Phobos hangs low. I wonder if ill tidings, that is. And you remember before when that's a bad omen generally when Phobos is low.
All right, I'm gonna clink down the stairs. Be like, show me where this.
Are you taking BG with you, or is he staying in the room?
What does BG want to do? Does he look cozy?
BG is cozy and cuddled next to the fire. But you can take him with you.
I'm gonna leave him here.
Okay. He's very happy to stay next to the fire.
All right. I just want to see something. All right. I'm gonna lead me to where this thing came through before.
Okay. You go down to where you're outside. It is very early in the morning. It is extremely cold. The wind is just blustering through. Let me get back to the main screen here. He takes you outside and brings you down through the gates. One of the gates is closed. They keep one cracked open. They have one guard that kind of lets him in. You see him open the door and goes, "Walian, what are you doing in this early morning?" And he sees you and goes, Oh, going on a hunt, good sir.
Yeah.
Happy hunting. Happy hunting.
Appreciate it. All right.
So he takes you out, and as you walk out, and you see you do see that Phobos is hanging low, and you're looking about. You cross over the bridge. You look over, and you see a few other people milling about the stoking the fire and keeping it going. The main gate is closed. You see a couple of people up in. There's a tower right outside the gate. You see some people in there as well. At this point, you've made it over to the hunting lodge. You can hear snoring and things happening. There's a lot of people asleep in there, and you're looking about. But you do see several dogs that are chained up near the front gate, pacing back and forth and being very uncomfortable, and making lots of racket. Now, as they're making racket, you hear a horse making a lot of racket as well, and you look over and you recognize that that's your horse. There are many horses in there, but one is uncomfortable, and it seems to be yours. You can, as you look through, you see your horse kind of like kicking back and forth, not used to being in a stable, not used to hearing the dogs barking.
All right, I'm gonna say, boy, go get my lance from your dad.
Oh,
My saddle.
oh yes, of course. And he's like sprinting across, and he runs and he goes, and a few minutes passes, you see him like carrying this massive lance, and he's carrying it over. He goes, "I've already saddled your horse, good sir." Like he already had that done. He's just grabbing like this giant lance. It's as big as he is, or actually it's way taller than he is. This giant lance, and he comes over and he goes, and he sets it next to the table. "Would you like me to get your mighty steed out, good sir?"
Yeah, appreciate that.
All right. What's his name?
I don't know yet. Haven't decided.
He hasn't earned his name in battle, has he?
No, not yet.
Good. And he goes and he gets the white steed out with the long black mane, and he kind of like starts walking him out, and he goes, easy, and he's having to drag him a little bit. He's gentle with the horse, but the horse is stubborn and starts kicking as soon as he gets out of the, like, trying to look around for a way out. Basically, this is still a very wild horse.
All right. I'll try to swing myself up on it, see if it'll just,
Okay. You as you get closer to it, it remembers you and calms. You easily get up on it. It seems to favor you because you helped him. So you get up on the horse without a problem. And there's a place on the side. There's like a stirrup where you can put the lance in. And Wayland reaches up and grabs the lance. He goes, "Are you going to go and scout about?"
Yeah.
Oh,
Do me a favor. I'm gonna hand him a dagger.
Uh-huh.
And say, I know you need to be careful with this, but go back to my room and stay with my dog.
And he goes, "Oh, I will, thank you." And he's like looking around with the blade and kind of like pointing it, and starts like running back across the bridge. And you see him like taking these like imaginary swings with his new blade as he goes, totally excited that you've squired him in some way. And with that, you see a couple of us, and you see another Viking individual look over and goes, "Hey, you going out early for a hunt?"
Dogs are baying.
Just dogs. Just dogs.
Do they look like they're in fear, or are they kind of like being aggressive?
The dogs or the people?
The dogs.
They're all the dogs are trying to get out. Like they are like pulling and trying to like pull at the stakes, get out of the leashes. Like they're all very uneasy. It's not like they're barking that they hear something. They're trying to get out.
Like they're afraid.
Agitated. They're definitely agitated. You don't know if it's afraid or what, but they are definitely agitated.
We'll be like, how much are these dogs? How much for one of them?
What? No, they're not for sale. We use those for hunting.
Won't take anything for them, huh?
No. What do you need it for?
Hunting.
Huh. I can give you a dog. What do you have for trade? And as you're talking about that, you hear screams outside the gate. You hear like a blood-curdling scream. And as you two are having this conversation, you look over and you hear the screaming, and you also hear the banging of a drum outside coming from this tower.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna just ride out.
Okay. You go to ride out. You look over and you see a couple of the guards. They look over. They open the door, and the door opens just in time as you make your way out on your steed. They close the gate behind you. Hear it lock. As you go and ride out, you survey the area. You see up in the tower itself. You see what looks to be a body hunched over a drum as the drum has ceased. You look over, you see blood dripping from the body that's up top. You also look down at the bottom, at the very bottom. You see another body down at the bottom that has been completely ravaged. In fact, one of its legs is about 5 feet away from the rest of him.
I'm gonna detect evil.
Okay, so make a Constitution saving throw. Not saving throw. What is? I'm sorry. Make a con check. This will be give me. It's a D6.
D6. Did it roll? Okay, there we go.
Okay, 6. You sense great evil coming on just the other. This is close. You sense it coming. Basically, you are here, and you sense something right here. You also sense a massive evil coming from your right in town. It's further away.
Okay.
But you sense that. You sense another ominous evil even further out into the distance, out in the wild. But there's 3 different sources of evil that you're sensing. One in town, one directly in front of you, and something further out into the night.
Okay. How tall is this this building up on the
So it's on like 3.5, 4 foot stilts.
Okay.
And then from there it's probably another 7 feet on top of that. So it's probably a good 11 feet. So there's something behind that.
All right. I'm gonna circle around it on the horse.
Okay. All right, so you circle around it on the horse, and as you do, this is the first time you've ridden the horse, and the two of you are just completely in sync. Like you grew up on horses, you know horses. You have excellent horsemanship as you pull the horse around. As soon as you do, what you're sensing, it's almost like you know exactly where it's at because you've got such a bead on it. And as you turn, you hear this growling sound, and as you turn, you see that it seems to be eating or feeding, and you look and you see there's like this arm that it's chewing on, and you look up and you see this white-haired beast staring back at you, holding this arm and blood coming down. As it stares back at you, the two of you lock eyes and roll initiative.
What is that again? Is that
It's a D6, right? And this is what you see.
God. I'm getting nightmares from the never-ending story. The nothing.
All right, you rolled a mighty 3. I also rolled a 3. So now that we've tied, we have to look up, what is your dexterity?
Oh.
What is the dexterity?
It's not one of my best. It is.
It's not
12.
one of my best. What is it?
It's a 12.
Hang on. That. All right, so here's what it is. This is a straight tie. So both of these things are going to happen at the exact same time. So state what you're going to do. You're going to do your action. He's going to do his action, and it's going to clash. Okay?
Charge.
So what are you going to do? You're going to
I'm gonna
charge?
charge with the lance.
Okay, now here's the thing. Because you have such range, both of these actions are happening at the same time. We're both going to roll. So what's going to happen here is if you hit, then it will basically negate his attack. If you miss, he's going to leap past you and attack you. Okay, so
Right.
even though we're on the same initiative, the lance giving you the range kind of gives you this massive advantage as you have this. So you just charge, and as you charge, there's this light that begins to emanate from the lance as you are queuing off your righteous charge.
Oh, I like it. All right.
All right, so with that, roll to attack. We have a lance attack on the beast.
So it's a D20,
It is a D20.
and I'm not really sure what. Ooh.
Ooh, 16 looks pretty good. I think we landed your attack. As you go through, the spear, the lance hits it, you strike it, it goes through its shoulder, it goes through, it cuts through, it's still leaping at you, so it didn't get enough, it's still attacking you. And now he's going to leap out and try to slash and bite you. You block that off with your shield. So that's the claw attack. He's going to try to bite you as well. Natural 20. Oh, good. How good is... Oh, it's a 5. That will be double damage. Take 7 points of damage.
Ooh, okay.
He has bit you.
Bitted and critted. All right.
Now he's next to you. The lance basically went through his right shoulder, went up and cut off part of his collarbone. That arm is dangling off to the side, so he's standing next to you at this point. Roll initiative again. I rolled a 1. Also a 1. Tied again. So what are you gonna do, and what am I gonna do, and it's all gonna happen at the same time.
I guess since he's right next to me, I'm gonna God, I don't. Can he even? I guess I'll drop the lance and
drop the lance and Morningstar him. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So you're gonna drop the lance and Morningstar. I'm only gonna get 2 of my attacks. I'm gonna go claw bite, and this is gonna happen at the same time. So go ahead. We're gonna roll all the attacks at once, and then we'll see what happens. That's my claw. I missed my claw attack. Did I roll 2? I did. I rolled a 2 and a 2.
All right.
So I missed it. All of this is happening at the same time. So he goes to claw and bite you. The horse kind of pulls back. You pull out your Morningstar. You come down. With your fighting ability of 10, what's your bonuses? It is evil.
That would be a +6.
Because it's a +1 weapon and your strength. So you'll hit an AC of 14. I'm doing the math. Or AC of 4. You'll hit an AC of 6. So yes, that hits.
Okay.
All the maths. Yes, you hit with the Morningstar. So roll your D8 plus your damage.
4 + 4.
4 plus 4 is 8. Okay, so that's 15 and 8. That's 23 damage. Yes, 6. Yeah, so you hit an AC of 6. Yeah. Sorry, my 5th edition math and my AD&D math got confuzzled, and it is 6. So you do hit, and with that, you bring it down, you crush the top of its head. As you crush the top of its head, it kind of staggers and falls back to the ground. It's laying on the ground, bleeding out. It seems that you have slayed it.
Ooh. I'm gonna hop off the horse.
Okay.
Pull out the sword and decapitate it.
As you go to move to decapitate it, you cut the head off of the thing. It rolls over. As it does that, you see that all of the fur kind of begins to retract inside the body, and after a few moments pass, it looks like some type of man.
Ooh, okay. I'm gonna go over to the head.
Uh-huh.
And look at the head.
The head also reverts from being this wolf form that you're seeing and into a man.
Does it look like any head of anybody I had met or seen?
No, but you do see the markings on him. It looks like he was a Viking.
Ooh, okay. All right. A Viking head. We'll stash that on the horse. And this could easily bite me in the butt. Okay. Where it bit me? Where did it bite me?
You look down and it bit you on the leg, and you're bleeding out the side of your leg. But you seem okay. You took a gnarly gash.
Do I know anything about lycanthropy?
Like what? That's a mighty big word.
All right. I'm gonna I'll take the head, put it on the horse with me, and then I'm going to tie the body, the leg, and drag it into town.
Okay, so you drag it back into town. As you drag it back into town, the gates open. The dogs have kind of ceased from their aggressive nature as you come in, and as you bring it back into town, several of the other huntsmen have grabbed their spears and have gotten their hide armor on, and they're kind of looking about. As you drag this person in, and they look at you, goes, "Why did you kill this man?"
Is he nude?
Yeah, mainly. He just looks like he's nude. Yeah.
Like, this was no man. This was a wolf who, after slain, turned into a man.
Give me a D6 roll.
A D6.
What's your charisma?
16.
Roll a d6.
I'm Prince Charming from Shrek. All right.
And it goes, I look over and he goes, and you hear someone else go, it's Marzan. It's Marzan.
Marzan. Is that the name of the man?
No, it's a legend. Marzan.
Marzan. Tell me of this Marzan.
And as you do that, look at it, goes, that's not true. That's a folklore. It's some ancient demon that lives out in the waste.
Well, could a man do this and I'll show him my leg?
You had a bad bite. It seems not, and they're like, oh, you should put some leeches on that.
Yes. Who's your nearest? Who's your medicine man?
Oh, Tiatu, chieftain will help you with that.
Oh,
the priest.
Met that one. Whose head is this? Do you recognize this? And I'll pull the head off.
You pull the head off, and they look at it and goes, oh, Magnus. Magnus was his name.
Magnus. I assume he's a friend of Kilbjorn.
Yes, he was.
I see. All right. Well, since it's the next day, can I heal my leg?
Yes, you can.
Okay. I'm going to ask them what to do with this body. What do y'all do with these bodies? Do y'all burn them? Do you bury them? What do you do?
We'll have to ask Colborne with their rights. Probably a Viking burial.
Wonderful. All right. Who are these? The Eskimo?
Yes, that.
I'm gonna tell him don't tell him. And I'll
Well,
I'll
you
make
want
sure
you want to be the one to tell him. It's brave, smart.
Yes. I'll cut the body loose and I'll take it. I'm stable my horse again.
Okay.
And that river that's right behind that goes through the town, I'm just gonna dump it in the river.
You're gonna dump the body or the head?
No, I'm keeping the head. Yeah.
You're gonna dump the body in the river.
Oh, you know what? I'll throw the head in there too.
Okay, so you just dump the body in the head in the river.
Yeah.
Oh God, that's
Because what's gonna happen? These guys are gonna come after me.
Right.
Plus, he was evil. I don't care about giving him funeral rites. So.
Okay, so you dump the body. You go back up. You go back up to your room. And Walian is sitting, standing guard, by your room with his dagger at attention. As you come in, and he's petting BG, and PG's taken a liking to Walian, who's keeping him warm. And you come in and he says, I heard commotion. Did you fight the Wendigo?
It was a big white wolf, and it is slain.
Good. You
Is
did
that
it.
what attacked you?
A white wolf. Yeah. I thought it was. I didn't see it very well. It was white. Yes.
Tell me, what did the horsemaster, who is now the horsemaster, do before he was horsemaster?
Oh, he I believe he helped the priest.
Shocking. All right. Well, I'll heal my leg and show him. Look, son, if you really want a squire, this is what the light of Apollo does. Now, heal my leg.
Okay, so you heal your leg, and with that, he marvels as the divine healing of Apollo enters your hand. There's a soft glow of your hand as it goes on just below the knee, and you see the wounds kind of close up and heal. And he goes, "Oh, Apollo be praised. Apollo be praised."
How old is this kid? About 10, 12?
Yeah, it's somewhere around there.
I'm gonna tell him that, you ever heard of, I want to say marzipan, but I know that's not right. Marzan.
Yes, I know. I've heard the legend.
Some people were whispering that this might be Marzan because after I slayed the wolf, it turned into a man, a Viking man.
Oh, well, it seems that anything magical is Marzan's fault. They believe Marzan is, I've heard it both referred to as a demon, but also a powerful magician.
Okay. All right. I need to go see that, the sorcerer. What's the best way to get up these steps? Just go up the steps? Any other
Yes,
way
yes,
to
you
go
can
up?
just, yes, I can take you. I know where he's at. The smell, just follow the smell. It's burning smell. It's awful.
All right, I'll tell you what. You stay here, and I'll go.
Oh, well, I need to go tend to my shop. Morning is coming.
Okay. Yeah. You've done great, buddy. Appreciate it.
If you need any more squire work, you let me know. But I've got to get back to my grandfather.
All right.
All right, so with that, Walian leaves you. You make your way, following the burnt smell of sulfur. It's just like this rotten egg smell. It's just horrible. As you're making your way up, you climb several flights of stairs as you get to the door of supposedly the sorcerer, and that is where we will end our game tonight. As you are about to knock on the door of the sorcerer, which is a good place for us to end because that's where we're going to meet Chris. All right. So, everyone, thank you so much for watching us tonight. We had a fun little one-on-one game. You never know what happens. I thought it was fun. We had to take a little bit of a break there in the middle to figure out a ruling. But we are learning a new game, new edition. I want to make sure we get all the maths right because math is fun. All right, so with that, thank you so much for following and watching, and we will catch you guys next week for the next episode of Heroes of Hyperborea.